All right, let's talk about a true icon, a dish that instantly makes you feel like you're in a cozy Parisian bistro, steak frites. And what if I told you that you could master it, I mean truly master it, in about 15 minutes? Let's get into it. So, what is the secret to getting that perfect restaurant-quality steak frites at home? Is it some fancy, expensive gadget? Some ingredient you can't even pronounce? Well, let me tell you what it isn't. It's not some crazy 20-step recipe that's going to have you in the kitchen all day. So you can just get that idea out of your head right now. Instead, it all comes down to just a few core techniques. Little secrets, really, that are super powerful but also super easy to learn. And that's exactly what we're going to break down. And here's the deal. You master these few things, and you've mastered the dish. For good. You'll be able to nail it every single time, no problem. So where do we start? We start with the foundation. This is all about choosing your weapons, because the perfect dish, well, it begins long before you ever light the stove. We're talking about the perfect trio. First, your steak. You've got to go for a well-marbled cut like a ribeye or a sirloin. Why? Because all that fat woven into the muscle, that's pure flavor just waiting to melt. Next, the potatoes. Go for a high-starch potato like a russet. That's the key to getting that fluffy, almost cloud-like interior. And for the fat? Look, beef tallow is the authentic bistro secret. It adds this incredible flavor. But a good high smoke point oil works great too. Okay, let's talk frites. This is the first great secret, and honestly, it's where most homemade fries go completely wrong. And here it is. The secret to absolutely unforgettable fries is cooking them twice. I'm going to say that again. You cook them twice. This is completely non-negotiable. It is the golden rule of great fries. So here's how the double fry method works. The first fry is all about blanching. You cook the potatoes in oil at a pretty low temperature. The goal here is just to cook the inside until it's perfectly soft. Then, and you cannot skip this, you take them out and let them cool down completely. This rest is what allows a starchy skin to form on the outside. And finally, right before you serve, you hit them with a second, much hotter fry, which turns that skin into an incredibly crispy, golden brown crust. Now, what's that magic temperature for the first fry? It's right around 135 Celsius or 275 Fahrenheit. It's just hot enough to cook that potato through without browning it at all. It's the perfect setup for that final, crispy finish. And the result of all this? Oh man, you get a fry with a perfectly fluffy, steamy interior and an exterior that is so light and crisp, it literally shatters when you bite into it. That, right there, is bistro perfection. All right, our frites are on their way. Let's move on to the star of the show, the perfect steak. And the big secret here? It's all about the sear. You know, searing is really a tale of two pans. The common mistake is to use a pan that's too crowded or not hot enough. What happens? Your steak just kind of steams and turns the sad gray color. The bistro method, you get a pan ripping hot and give the steak plenty of space. That's how you get a deep, gorgeous brown crust. It's a chemical reaction called the Maillard reaction, which is just a fancy way of saying maximum flavor. But wait, there's one more secret to the perfect steak, and it's one that so many people forget. It happens after it leaves the pan. You have to give it a proper rest. And the magic number here is 10 minutes. I know, it's torture to just let it sit there smelling amazing. But this allows all those juices that were pushed to the center during cooking to relax and redistribute throughout the meat. It's the difference between a juicy steak and a puddle on your cutting board. We are in the home stretch. The fries are ready for their final dip. The steak is resting beautifully. What's the final touch? The final secret is a glorious pan sauce that you can make in, and I'm not kidding, about 60 seconds. So what even is a pan sauce? It's so simple. You know all those little brown, crispy bits stuck to the bottom of the pan after you sear a steak? That's called the fond. And that, my friends, is not gunk to be washed away. That is pure, concentrated flavor gold. A pan sauce is just a way to unlock it. And check out how fast this is. You take the steak out of the pan. While the pan's still hot, you throw in a splash of something, wine, stock, whatever you have. Use your spoon to scrape up all that fond from the bottom. Let it bubble for a few seconds, then kill the heat and swirl in a little knob of cold butter. It melts and creates this silky, incredible sauce. Done. You literally just made a 5-star sauce. And just like that, you've unlocked the secrets. The right cut of meat, the double fried potatoes, that perfect high heat sear, the all-important rest,
and that lightning-fast pan sauce. The perfect steak frites is officially yours to command.
So now that you know the secrets, what's next? Because here's the thing, you haven't just learned how to make one single dish. You learned about temperature control, building flavor, and using proper technique. These are principles you can take with you anywhere in the kitchen. So the only question left is, what classic dish will you master next?